I can see a smirk there, a wry smile on his face as he manages to get probably the most successful top lane champion of the play-ins, at least, we've seen on this patch here at Worlds.
We're going to have opposite sides here, as there might be a dive onto Summit, but GAM and Carry, are they going to be okay with Pyoshik moving in?
Yeah, Summit trying to deal with this minion wave, but it is just too big. They do manage to get a teleport out. Can they kill him in time? That is going to be the 1-for-1 as now the stun comes in. It's a 2-for-1 and TL trade up. Now Pyoshik making his move towards the bottom side. The Q's going to land. Gumayushi's in so much trouble, and core JJ. Yeah, Zeus does turn back up again. On vision.
Summon his ult.
There it is, and now Pyoshik is coming down. There, the all-out comes through. The Q's going to land, and Zeus, he knows that he's dead. The Q's...
Guys, if T1 just goes for the blades, arrow coming in.
Yeah, Ona is going to get blocked out, so Pyoshik is going to be able to take this one. The arrow's going to connect, but Yun is going to be able to cleanse that one away. Ona's still looking for more. As the shockwave lands, Pyoshik is going to try and safeguard his way out, but the hostile takeover will cancel that, and Faker will grab his Dragon is getting some attention. Wards everywhere. Arrow going to connect onto APA. The hostile takeover comes through, and there is the chaining of CC. I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's really the only outplay on that one. APA unfortunately going down. Some comp team fight. I don't even think TL's comp is bad at team fighting, but trying to out team fight T1.
Yeah,
with a play on Zeus here.
Wait, yeah, there's the scat of the week onto Zeus, taking a lot of damage. The unleashed power comes through, and Pyoshik's gonna take away.
A bad situation. Zeus going down a third time now, and means that TL turret might be looking towards play on Faker. Pyoshik does have his ult.
Yeah, there is the Warthog flash. Scat of the week not going to be able to get the stun there though, as Pyoshik is going to be the target here. Faker wanting some revenge, gets the flash out of him in trade for the shockwave, as now Zeus is looking to put in some support as well. Not going to be able to catch up. TL with 3-man strong here in the mid lane against the 3 of T1. Oh! The flash forward from Zeus is going to be scattered. APA doesn't have a flash of his own though, as the shockwave was looking to grab Pyoshik, but they'll get the free kill on the Syndra. APA not able to make his way out.
And particularly on such a long lane, between the speed up from Faker plus the speed up from Jace, as Cole goes in.
Storm, that is going to be the hostile takeover though. It's Gumayushi's just raining hell down on core JJ. He's going to be the first one to fall, but Summit does get the all-out onto Carrier. Not going to be able to bail himself out of this one. Bit too expensive, but the Q3 is going to connect, and now Gumayushi's in trouble. The arrow's going to connect onto Young, but it was Summit that was the problem. And TL will answer back beautifully in mid.
And gold looking even.
Now core JJ will find Ona. Going to get a shattering strike off as Pyoshik looking for Faker underneath the turret. Is going to get kicked into the wall as APA will just unleash the power and is going to reign supreme as far as the Orb Blade is concerned in this game. Summit be able to get himself into this mid lane once again, but that one is not long for the world, especially with this large minion wave. Summit's just going to have to watch it fall down. Ona to provide some support as well. And the map, something that TL hasn't necessarily paid as much attention to, as the handshake does come through. That's going to be a miss on the Glacial Prison though. And so Summit's going to survive, but the inner turret is not.
Here for Yon. See if he can get, but there's no Faker, right? No TP available.
Yeah, that's going to be Pyoshik locking that one down. It is going to be a Cloud Soul. Summit just going to go back towards this bottom side of the map and try and clear up these minion waves. Core JJ finds Faker once again. Shattering Strike going to come through, but he's going to be pulled back by the Shockwave. The Dissonance comes in. There's the Magnet Storm as Faker is pulled forward. Can he find the Clockwork Wind-Up? He doesn't need it. Just mentioned, does not have his flash available. The Dissonance doing a fair bit of work there because of the damage build. As Scat of the Week is not going to quite find the man in the mid lane. Pyoshik going to get slowed down, but he connects the Q, and I have a feeling that even Faker's not going to be able to make his way out of this one. He's had some daring escapes before, but without Flash, Orianna doesn't exactly have too many methods, and now the TL Baron that we were just talking about, they're going to consider it here. The rest of T1 are in the area. Faker has teleport. There's 30 seconds on TL to make this play, and if they can lock this down, it could be a huge advantage for them. They need to keep Owner out of this pit though, as APA, he's going down low. Core JJ looking for his opportunity. Can he play bounce so they get him out of the pit? And it's going to be Pyoshik that locks down the Baron. Can they win the fight though is the question. The hostile takeover gets the kill, utilizing Yun to kill APA. It's a disaster for TL, and Zeus, he knows it. He's flashing over walls. Yun's going to be able to pick up one though with these chakrams. I have a feeling that that might be all he's going to be able to get, but let's see what he can do here. Uses the last of his mana on the moonshot. And yeah, he's in an alcove, and I don't know whether he's getting out unless it's via the death.
To then set up the Baron. The downside is there is still 4 people for T1, and a lot of resources have to be invested to take out Owner. The poke from Ashe and Jace is so pivotal. I actually would have loved it if TL here just go all in on the engage, right?
Summit's all out was absolutely fantastic
it was,
there to get rid of Owner.
Because the follow-up engage from T1 is a disaster for Liquid, right? And if they also had gotten the Baron, it would have been a complete wash. But instead, I think TL, maybe on Faker, Pioshik deep in enemy territory.
Going for it there as the kick does come through. Of course, Sonic Wave is going to connect as well. Core JJ looks for the opportunity, but the hostile takeover is there. Carrier always takes care of his friends. Pioshik, he even goes golden, going to be able to avoid the arrow with that. The rest of TL gets into position. This is 2022 Worlds. Pioshik, like, this is incredible.
He's doing it!
He's doing it again, Chronicle.
No, it's just to win.
And right now, TL is looking to peel. They're hoping to get the teleport and then peel. They do not want to flip this.
Area is just going to get caught out of position. Core JJ is there, and that is going to be the pick-off to start this one. Even the Rift Skull is going to stay with the kick on the Faker from Pioshik. It does not stop from this man today. And Owner down to 50%. Of course, Summit's got the Q3, and it's a double for APA, and that's going to be a Baron for TL.
Pioshik is legitimately the defending world champion, getting 2 kills for TL. No jungler for T1. That's the second Baron of the game.
2 for 2 for Liquid.
I'm giving it at least 50-50 now, boys. 100%. That is going to be the secure of the
group stage, because it will actually catapult them in to being 1 best of 1 away from a qualification match. It's actually much more important.
And that's going to remain true.
They can make it happen. Will be incredible. Right now, though, Baron power play actually working out okay.
Summit has to be able to escape this.
Trying to get out of the way, but the Glacial Prison is going to connect. The arrow is going to sail wide. He tries to all out his way through. Does still have a bit of a shield, but Faker will finish him off now. Still, needed a lot of resources to lock that one down, as Baron is going to be utilized to try and take down this inner turret as well. But T1 going to get themselves into position. The volley is going to tag them. Not going to push into the fog of war.
Chronicler, I'm having a hard time being unbiased with my analysis right now. Who do you think has better skill?
Also going for Radiant Virtue here on the Renata, trying to build the Mosekinus.
Scat of the week trying to come forward here. Summit just by himself, finds himself a kill. The Magnus Storm under 3. It's gigantic, and Summit's going all out. He's going to get out of the fight as well with Kumiyushi. He's taken down Yun already. And Core JJ, both of them are going to go golden, and it's T1 that just roll over the top of TL, and even Summit will not be allowed to escape as Kumiyushi looking to chase after him. He's got the ward in the brush, and I have a feeling Summit, by going the wrong direction, is probably still going to die.
After a 35-minute nail-biter with 2 Barons going over to TL, T1, well, they don't get the clean ace because Summit stays alive, but
they were winning until they weren't. Chronicler, and that is going to be the Nexus turrets falling down. Our observers following the story of Summit, but it's the Nexus that needs to be addressed, and T1 are going to take the game, the first game of Swiss.
Has been perfectly capable, and I think particularly into the Xayah, I always really like, I think, having some form outside of the Ezreal poke of ways of dealing with a champion like the Xayah, forcing maybe defensive cooldowns, slowing down now. Could be an angle here, will get spotted.
Fudge is going to immediately back away. Did have that ward there, but Leap striked a little bit early. That is going to be the flash to follow up. Still gets the knock up, and that is first.
Gangs all the more exciting as there we go.
There it is. The Unraveled Earth comes down. JC going to try and get himself out of here. The counter-strike doesn't quite work, but he doesn't have too much more. Cataclysm going to come on through. Can he get any kills back? Elyoya not going to be able to find.
Fudge might have to pay the price here, though.
Perhaps Silasang looking for his opportunity. Grand Entrance does come through. There's the counter-strike, though. One heck of an ability. The Ignite comes through. Quickness going to be utilized as well. They do not want to leave anything to chance, and Elyoya is going to skewer the Jax for a second kill from that.
And the roam from Silasang working out this time around. As Berserker and Karsi, they're still here, guys. Don't worry. They're in this game, I swear. We saw like one ultimate from Karsi, maybe as
Speaking of ultimates, yeah, the Weaver's Wall going to come on through here. Is Karsi going to try and get himself out of the way, and he does so beautifully. Seismic Shove has to land if he's going to make that one work. True Shot Barrage connects as well, but he's overstepped, and Karsi's going to get punished by Berserker.
Much frontline as this, always going to feel great. And Mad, able to get that topside kill was nice, but
Aries has been a bit of a mantra for C9. Another Weaver's Wall going to come on through here as Blab is going to show up, chasing in a whole host of trouble. The Needlework doing a fair bit, though, here as Fudge going to try and get out of there. It's Ben going to be the one to lock it down.
Enough to find a counterplay. C9 pulling ahead. Gonna be able to pick up
something that I've spoken about many, many times. As Kazi, he's going to do so. Getting information. Sven's not going to be there, but still, Fudge is going to be able to take this one down.
Gold on the map, equalizing these objectives, making sure that they don't fall too far behind. And honestly, very similar to the previous of a Drake lead here.
That's going to be that Hextech Drake, and it will be secured there. Good smite from Blabber. As Niski's going to have to flash. Fudge is going to flash immediately after him as well. Blast Cone, he wants to get over and he'll find it! Beautifully solo killed by Fudge.
The Gwen, who, even though into the Jax, particularly with the Jax having a lead, I don't think you're going to be super excited about. Still, deny the Dragon stacking, not allowing C9 to pick up a soul point. Yeah. No, it is. We're fine.
M&S is going to be able to see that there is a ward in this pit, but I don't know what they're going to be able to do about this because it's going down so quickly. Berserker's even the one that gets the last hit on the Baron. It's just doing Jax things in the bottom lane. Oh dear, man, they deny the Dragon.
Mid-outer, that is still up. 100% going to get taken down here by Berserker and M&S.
Yeah, Hillsang was looking
hard. Sven goes to top twice, and they're completely fine.
Well, Scat of the Week does come through. There's a headbutt pulp, though. Still, he's not scared as they have the seismic shove. Elyoya able to get himself out of the way. Keeps the cow alive there with the ultimate, but now Fudge has found the backline. The quickness and the grand entrance having to be used by Hilly. Get himself out of dodge, but still C9 are pushing. They are not stopping. And with this Baron, this tower is not looking long for the world, and Sven still just fine. The Unbreakable will working out so beautifully, and Blabber just heads towards the top lane. They are taking everything from Mad.
And for Mad, not a lot of options. You're spotted. Doesn't end up working out. The wall is going to be enough to keep him away. It looks like it is.
Yeah, it is. Flag not going to do enough damage to contest.
Dragon still goes over to C9, so I don't think it's going to be too sad to cancel.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get canceled. Seismic Shove going to come through, and I guess you can just engage on it in the coffin for Mad. That is going to be another engage. The headbutt to push Elyoya away. Not going to be able to flag, drag, flash, or anything to steal that one as M&S. He's also able to keep himself alive. Kazi going to push forward one more time as Elyoya looking for it, but Berserker's just flashing after him. The seismic shoves. They've been amazing this game from Blabber. That's going to mean that Elyoya can't do anything. And Chasey just wondering why his kill feed's just red as he's dealing with an inner turret.
And C9 looking to take a decisive victory here. Slow and steady, with I think Sven again having a wonderful performance here on the Alistair. Blabber absorbing the early pressure from Elyoya, and Matt just not able to really generate any type of aggressive pressure. And the trades that work out.
Hillsang looking for an option here, but Blabber is just going to go gold, and Hillsang is going to go down as well. The first Nexus turret has been taken. North America in their first showing here in the Swiss stage against the what is it again?
LEC, EMEA.
Yeah, let's go with the LEC. They're going to be able to take them down. It's LCS that are ahead, Chronicler.
And you know, too surprising there. Jax obviously in the side lane very strong. Cassante can bear the brunt, and the amount of front line for Paze and the plasma activation coming from his entire team definitely going to
assume. Peanut moving on over. He does not have the ultimate just yet. Vault Breaker going to come through. He's going to connect it this time around, but there is a counter strike, and Peanut tanking the turret. He has to flash to get out of the way, and Kiaya's like, bring it on. We'll see what else you can do, but there it is. First blood comes down. But it almost was really good.
Yeah,
but
he's not tanky enough.
Does come through. All right, we are going to be able to find the snare, and Peanut.
The light's on his way.
Yeah, Kiaya is an opportunity as the Vault Breaker being charged here for Peanut is going to come on through. Pallet going to be fighting Doran. Peanut still just in the fog of war. Doran's going to deliver them. The Haymaker comes on down, and Peanut, he is going to finally start fighting, but he's straight into a Pop Blossom. He manages to pick up the kill onto the Jax, and now it's Delight. It's Chovy, and it's GEN.G that are striking back in the battle. It was almost so good for GAM. Get them out of there if they do want to come down. So there it is. Skewer does come through. Hextech be in a little bit of trouble. Pallet is in the area. Slater could come on down, but there's the Vault Breaker to connect onto Levi. Headbutt Pulp does come down, and it's all about picking your poison, choose your target, and Peanut has said, Pallet, you...
does spot Levi here, so he should be playing respectfully. He is Cassante with flash, though, so...
Oh, there's the flash kick to land onto Doran. He gets stunned up as well, and Doran's now trying to escape, but it's not going to happen. Levi going to lock down that port in. Looks for the opportunities. Burnt the ult already. Kiaya out of mana almost entirely, and there's the charm. Kill going to go down.
And this is well, Gen.G, I think, really only does this as hold up.
Another headbutt pulve is going to come through, and another charm will land. Cardi's going to be able to get that flash off, but there's the cease and desist. Pop Blossom going to come through, but Peanut is going to be tanky enough. He wanted to streak of this game.
Yeah, would have loved to see Pallet maybe go for a Pallet.
All right. Yeah, Pallet is just going to get knocked into the air, and Pei is going to be able to lock that one down. My goodness. The Acathian Rain is terrifying from this Kai'Sa. And they're going to push this Rift Herald through 2 turrets, as it turns out. Kiaya also getting down relatively low towards this top side, but Doran going to find the flash. The all-out comes through, and he just chops up the Jax.
And after some early attention from the rest of his team, Doran says, I can take care of it by myself now. And this is really where I think a lot of teams, as we have seen, Gen.G's mid-game, particularly when they are not falling behind in any of their lanes, is so oppressive. They're pushing.
Then there could be so many players that could just nip over a wall and collect you, and the chain CC is terrifying.
We've also gotten to the point in the game where the level 2 for Killer Instinct. This build, very impressive. Double TP coming in.
That is a solo lane sandwich here as the charm point blank range is going to connect onto Slater, but he's going to be able to cleanse flash to get himself out. But is it going to be enough? The answer is no, as Peanut comes on through with the cease and desist, and the Zyre is going to be taken down. Pallet's now trying to stay alive. Doran will be able to lock that one down, and meanwhile, GAM is being disintegrated. They do manage to take down Pays, but I think that is going to be the end of the good news for the BCS squad. And whoa.
You know me, I'm not one for strong words.
Slater is now not going to get vault broken here by Peanut, but the Featherstorm does have to come through, but he's not going to get caught by the Pop Blossom. The knock-up from Delight. What was that? They do manage to get yet another kill for Kiaya, but it is once again not the story they were looking for, as he will eventually go down. It's a double for Pays. Pulverizers like that, like Delight, man, what an incredible start to his...
I wonder
Not right now, though, because Kiaya's going to get some money.
Yeah, it's a bounty.
Heck yeah.
That's valuable. I wonder. And actually, you know, I don't hate the cross map from GAM. It's not like you can fight this team, so you might as well try and hope that they just back off. Yep,
getting anything is definitely a positive. As Kiaya is going to keep going, and he may as well, but these inhibitor turrets will fall. At least 2 inhibitors will go down. And defending Nexus turrets is certainly going to be a priority, and as you can see, Kiaya agrees. He's going to be heading home now. We'll see whether they can hold on, because Gen.G, it looks like they don't want to be here for all that long today, Chronicler. Looking to try and end it as soon as possible. The Vault Breaker going to be channeled here. Picking your target is going to be important, as Peanut is just going to use it in another direction. And yeah, there is a headbutt pulverize onto Cardi, and into the backline goes Pallet. The Haymaker does buy a little bit of time, and the Pop Blossom's decent, but Gen.G, the wallets are too heavy at this stage of the game, and they are just going to rip through GAM. Slater, the last one to go down. It's a double for Chovy. They'll deal with these Nexus turrets and the Nexus. They'll call it a day here, 22.5 minutes. And Gen.G here, and will be locked in for 369. He's pretty good at this champion.
Very much so. Yeah. But I don't love the matchup into Garen with the amount of true damage that he is able to do. The main worry that I do have for
He's now dealt with the Crab. Could be a 2v2 incoming very, very quickly. Adam's just going to flash for it. They find the silence, and 369 will be put down. First blood to the game.
And Adam, the virtue of his Ignite, does not have TP. So he's going to try and just eat this. He does the flash. Oh, he doesn't
have courage. He's got courage. He's not going to get knocked up.
He's brave.
This time around, and this is exactly what we were talking about. He's not out of the woods just yet, though, and there's the knock-up. Does find the silence here onto 369, who may...
Early on here. Now, this will lead to a Dragon BDS. Look like they might want to still go for this. They do have Lebrov there.
Yeah, Kanavi just immediately going to get ulted, silenced as well. It's going to be difficult as the ult comes down. Cataclysm is there, but Adam, he's not scared of a ring of rocks. 369 now using the Bellows Breath to try and deny the CC, but it's not going to deny the knock-up, and Nuke's going to grab
that. An unanswerable threat in the side lane. We'll see how JDG finds a way to deal with that.
They are going to be able to even out.
And that is where many teams are unable to match up to what JDG offers. This turret, though, is gone, and Sheo's here.
They're looking for the Demolish proc, and now 369 will do some things with some champions in the area.
Drafted for.
All right, not going to get the knock-up onto Sheo. He's going to answer with his ult. The Everfrost is fantastic, and now the Ram comes in. Petrifying Gaze comes down, though. Kanavi's in trouble, but he survives. being completed. Even more ability haste on top of that as he's looking for the Black Cleaver. And look at this man.
He's in the jungle.
Yeah, Adam, just standing on vision. He's not too worried about it, but there's the Hex Splash. Pulverize, and he's just going to be taken down back to the Drake that they'd started earlier, and now it's a 4 versus 5. BDS just going to have to get out of here. They will have to give that one up, and Adam, unfortunate, didn't have his flash available or anything like that. Just got a little bit too over. So many people have said that team fighting is pretty good, Chronicler. And we're at a stage of the game now where the game becomes about. Will he get the bad news? Flash is available for Adam, and he will not need it because cease and assist does come on down. Lebrov looking for Knight. He's burning, he's ticking. It's not going to be enough, but Sheo's there with a flash smite to take down the Ahri. In the meantime, though, the Rift Herald's going to crush this outer turret in mid and is possibly going to get another charge as well.
So you kill Knight, you'll probably be able to get an inner as well, so I think by the end it will be a net positive. If they can get this turret, it'll be a positive gold trade for BDS. That is 2 flashes, 3 ultimates invested. Give up a lot of mid control. The fact you're able to get that inner though means that in terms of gold, not the end of the world. Sheo going in really aggressively here.
Yeah, really aggressively. He's going to get knocked up. Crowny and Lebrov are going to turn up here. Sheo should be taken down, but can they actually stand it?
Yes, you need to either get a pick or start the Baron about 15 seconds ago.
He is going to get spotted here. Lebrov getting himself towards that backline as Sheo immediately turned on. His Vault Breaker's on cooldown. The charm comes in. The layering of CC is perfect, and Knight says goodbye. Enemy jungler. It's time to take down the Baron. And that is some pretty clean setup here from JDG. Missing now, just acting as gatekeeper to deny the rest of BDS, and stopping this Baron is going to be a heck of a tall order. 369 taking a bit of damage, but he's just buying space. Adam's spinning, but I don't think he's winning, as now Ruler's on the board with a kill on Crowny. Lebrov goes down as well, and Adam's just going to have to get out of there. Petrifying Gaze, it's not named quite well enough at this point in time, as now Ruler's looking for a little bit more. Noxious Blast not connecting, the knock-up is there, and Nuke goes down as well. JDG being read out to you. By the way, this is how you take a Baron, PS. You get a cooldown from the enemy jungler, and you kill them, and then you take Baron. Look at how easy it is.
Baron power play is big. Runa doesn't have his flash available, but
5.6k.
yeah, without Garen, I don't think you're killing a lot of people here.
Well, Garen is trying to kill a turret. Let's see whether this Demolish is going to help him remove that, and he does do so. Close to a 6,000 typical Baron power play until that turret goes down, which, like you say, is at least going to be a bounty. But trading a bounty for your Nexus is never really something that we would recommend. And now the win expectancy has gone from a little bit in favor to BDS to 90%, close to almost touching the bottom in favor of JDG.
And BDS fought valiantly, might be trying to go for one more player. 369 isn't here right now.
Yeah, there is the cease and desist. Silence is down onto Kanavi, but he just turns it immediately. The Jarvan gonna be the first one to go down. Sheo trying to get himself out of there. Lebrov is gonna be the sacrifice, and Nuke's gonna go down as well. And now Ruler kind of taking matters into his own hands alongside Knight, who collects a triple kill, tidying up the fight.
And you get Kanavi, but at what cost? At cost of your Nexus Atlas. JDG gonna push on here. With a draft like this, you're given some leeway. And man, did they use it?
Well, I tell you what, BDS, they at least made it interesting, especially in the early stages of that game. And, you know, there's that Xerxes moment. There's the gods can bleed, that sort of